Welcome to ESPN College Football Primetime, presented by Dr. Pepper. This is The American on ESPN. And all of the top playoff contenders from the group of five are in The American. And no team has a better case right now than South Florida. But the Bulls don't just have the eye of Tampa. Everyone in the country is watching now. Everyone was watching last week when South Florida went to North Texas. This looked like their first major roadblock. Early it was sloppy, but in the middle of the game, South Florida started to get it rolling. 4 touchdowns in 3.5 minutes. A big trick play. Christian Neptune to Keyshawn Singleton. Wide receiver to wide receiver gave them the lead in the third quarter. Then it was the run game that started to pick up. Sam Franklin into the end zone. South Florida starting to pull away. And then the defense. They forced so many turnovers this year. Jalen Schuler picks it up after Jarvis Lee forces the fumble. And that really put it away for USF. They go up 20 at that point, and they cruise in dramatic fashion to a 63-36 win over North Texas. Here they are, 5-1, 19th in the country as we look at our all-state playoff predictor. Memphis just lost to UAB, a shocking upset. So USF has the inside track to the college football playoff now. It is so great to have you with us, Jack Kaiser, alongside Craig Hawberg. Big picture-wise for South Florida, bright things ahead. As for tonight, this is a very unique matchup. You will not find a college football game in the country that is faster paced than this.
Yes, have a bottle of eye drops next to you because you may not have time to blink, because if you blink, you may miss something with the pace that both of these teams operate. And it's always neat. It's never too early to start talking playoffs. And South Florida looks to be the leading contender for one of those playoff spots.
Certainly after the Memphis loss today. And Alex Golesh, the head coach for South Florida, knows all about the tempo we're about to see tonight. He sees it every day in practice. We spoke to him earlier today. All right, Coach, we've got the 2 fastest tempos in the country tonight. With that in mind, what have you emphasized to your defense this week?
Yeah, I think as much as anything, our guys are ready in terms of they've seen it through spring, they've seen it through fall camp, and they certainly see it in crossover periods. Their defense has as well, so I think it'll be 2 well-prepared defenses. The biggest stressor to our defense is the ability to get them into 3rd and long and then be able to get after the quarterback. I think the tricky part with these guys is they'll go for it on 4th down just as much as anybody in the country as well. So you got to be able to tackle in space. They force you to cover the entire width of the field. And you got to understand, too, that there will be some explosive plays that happen. You got to be able to reset and make them snap it again.
Coach, such a dynamic part of your offense is your quarterback, Byron Brown. Leader in rushing, passing as well. What are your expectations for his balance tonight, and what do you need for him to help you get a W?
Yeah, I think just like any other week, you got to be able to operate, and you got to be consistent in terms of getting the ball to the right people. And when it's time to pull the ball down, you pull the ball down. You secure the heck out of the football when you do. When he's at his best, it's when he's in rhythm. It's when he's able to complete it's short and intermediate stuff, and then take the shots when the shots are there. But what's made him really special up until this point is he operates it extremely well. He's got such a great understanding for the entire offense, and he's just going to need to go operate within the system tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you so much, guys.
Byron Brown is one of the best athletes in college football, already on track to be a legend at South Florida.
Yeah, he is one of the more well-rounded playmakers in all of the game. He not only naturally leads them in passing, but in rushing as well, in his top 10 nationally in points per game and points responsible per game. As a passer, as Coach said, he is best in that short to intermediate game, but he also has the arm strength to be able to drive the ball downfield. He's got plenty of playmakers around him, does a really nice job of getting them all involved, but this is where he is maybe most dangerous, either on design runs or when he scrambles, that ability to tuck the football and not only gain yards with his legs, but be a physical force as a runner.
As for the Florida Atlantic offense, this star duo coming from Western Kentucky, Caden Veltkamp and East
point. Veltkamp is a tall pocket passer with a quick release. He leads the conference in both passing yards and touchdowns. Always need to know where he is on that South Florida defense.
does so much for Zach Kitley's offense. 34 years old, the youngest head coach in the FBS, not much older than his players. He is an offensive wizard. Dramatically improved Florida Atlantic's offense behind the pace. These are the two fastest paced teams in the country on the offensive side. Between snaps, they take just 21 seconds, tied for first in the nation.
Yeah, we were not kidding. Like you better keep your eyes focused on the TV because these teams move fast. Gentleman working the operating the play clock. He's not going to need to use it to go all the way down tonight. He's got to keep that finger nice and fresh to keep it resetting it.
Might get to 30 seconds at most. We are underway. Will the college football playoff hopes continue for South Florida as they take on Florida Atlantic at home tonight, looking for a 4th consecutive win?